Able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Play action this time with Love. They'll roll him out right. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Brought down right.
Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. On play action, Love to throw. He'll buy some time right. Got a man, that's complete. There he goes left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Touchdown.
Robert Tonyan, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns have taken the early lead. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns.
Good. Makes the score Browns 7, Bengals nothing. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded inside the 5. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. At their own 23-yard line.
And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First carry for Raheem Mostert. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
He was brought down.
The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 32.
Oh, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
The ball carrier.
Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a 1st down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw to the right side and complete to Hurst. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. K.J. Hamler, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. Now a throw here to his running back. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Isaiah Simmons on the tackle.
After 1-7-0 on EA Sports.
With the score, Browns 7, Bengals nothing.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker at its 4th. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He can run for it, and he will. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a 1st down. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the 1st.
5-yard gain on the play. And the Bengals first down.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
And this is incomplete. Not that time for Watkins. And it's 3rd and short. They'll look to throw. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that's going to make it 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Isaiah Simmons. And this Browns defense stands tall.
Over on downs.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time. A drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Able to find Isabella. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a 1st down. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Another Browns 1st down.
Working out of the gun. Love. He'll find Lindsey here. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
Lindsey.
I call it no gain there on the 1st down. Oh, now Lindsey lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
And this one through the uprights and good.
The game at 7. Brandon McManus set to kick
So
off.
all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And this will make it into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Love from the gun. Steps away to his left. This one caught by Isabella. And he's able to get out to the 32. Brought down there. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Escaping the pressure. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the 1st half. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That'll be complete to Breida. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
11 on the play. 1st down, Cincinnati.
Now back to throw. Flush to his right. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
And he comes back with one complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They'll try and run here with Mostert. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Set and ready to go for the 2nd half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. Taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right? And got his man, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's nearly a 40-yard gain on the opening play of the quarter. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. They'll go again with Lindsey. Space to maneuver at the 40. A big seam, and he might go all the way. It's a big play there for the Browns. 71 yards. Well, this game's ripe for the taking, and that run, I think it means he wants to take it.
Not only does he want to take it, he doesn't care what they're going to do on the defensive side of the ball. You can be prepared for him. He's coming at you anyway.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass.
And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
They'll try to run with Lindsey, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Philip Lindsey, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns have taken the lead. And it's up and good.
Makes the score Browns 14, Bengals 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
The tackle by Derwin James. 5 yards on the play. And it's
on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw.
He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34.
Complete.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Ball carrier.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bengals on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 3. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Complete.
Raheem Mostert, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And he knocks it through.
That ties the game at 14. Brandon McManus set to kick off.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. First down, going to the air with Love. And that is incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that...
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Von Miller picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
3rd and long for Love. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That's pretty nice to watch as he matched the route with the receiver and stayed right there, stuck to him like glue, almost hip to hip, shoulder to shoulder, helped force the incompletion.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
Let's get off the field. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Check 9,
Off the play fake, Love. And now he'll let this one go deep, back over the middle. And that is incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. They'll set up to throw. His pass caught at the 4. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
Cincinnati.
Raheem Mostert with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Bengals have broken our tie as they take the lead. Now McManus for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Score, Bengals 21, Browns 14. Brandon McManus.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. A good run there to start the drive. 13 yards, 1st down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
And not...
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
It's just me and you. My game.
They'll run. It's Lindsey. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. And finally marked down at the 23. 39 yards there, a big one. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. A run with Lindsey out of the gun. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
9-yard line, 2nd and 6. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Partner, you got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on fourth down. Now Love. And he's got it. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
They'll stay on the ground with Mostert.
Room here to run.
They are not ready for us.
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
On 1st and 10, Love flush to his right. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver.
And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
To throw again. Love. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got a man. Complete. There he goes right side. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this. I know you are, too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. So with just under 40 seconds to go, you figure this is going to need to bounce their way if they have any shot. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go, Tim.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to fire one. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Raheem Mostert, 45 yards. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. So now the Bengals offense will stay out there as they'll decide to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Love. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Jordan Love ready on 1st down here. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Troy Apke, and the return stops at the 39-yard line.
By the Bengals. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going, and they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. He's going to float this over the middle deep, and that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Intended for Matt Breida.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. To the right side and complete to Hurst. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 13 on the play, and it'll move the chains.
Bengals 1st down.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line.
Today's final score, Bengals 34.
Charles, in this one, I think the storyline really, the 4th quarter, coming into it neck and neck, but they were able to separate, put their foot on the gas, and get the win.
And since you mentioned neck and neck, I must stay with a little bit of a horse racing theme. It was that close, and then really went into the gallop and finished it strong.
One more horse racing theme. I am glad you posted today.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
So for Cincinnati, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for the Browns, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Baltimore Ravens come to town. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody. Players have contracts that are about to expire. Re-sign them so you don't lose them to free agency.